Yeah, your head look twice as big over here. You ready?
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's go, Mr. Young Suit.
Look at him smiling. As soon as he saw his face, he started smiling.
Oh my God, let's get that smile.
All right.
All right, Mr. Young Suit.
All right, here you go.
Cut that out.
Lights, camera, action. You on.
I'm on. Let's go. Yeah, one time I saw. I ain't gonna talk about it again.
What would you see?
You're on. You're on.
I'm on. All right. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
How's anybody feeling today?
Tired.
Tired? I'm sure you are, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen. I can tell you this: your time here will definitely be well invested. And you guys could be anywhere else, but you decided to be here today. And everybody coming for different reasons, rather for opportunity, financial education, or just know more about our firm. But you definitely come here, definitely better yourself, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. So, by the way, my name is Naron Purcell. I've been with the firm for over 2 years. And I gotta say, definitely a great experience in my life.
Hey, Naron.
Hi, Tracy. This is my beautiful wife over there. Hi, wifey. Right?
That office wife, right?
Yeah, office wife, right? But definitely been for 2 years, definitely great experience. But I never see myself in this industry. I actually want to become a police officer, law enforcement, put the criminals behind jail, living the fast life. But I realized that eventually my life transitioned to something else, right? So I find somebody who actually gave me an opportunity, say, hey, you know what? You will do something big and better. It's capitalizing it, right? So I've been here for 2 years since, definitely great experience. And not only do I learn how money works, but guess what? I always can help my community do better as well. So while I go to this presentation, I want you to consider these 3 questions in mind. Sir, you mind talking for yourself?
I'm sorry, sir.
I got to charge you $10 or $20 fee.
Hey,
so while I go to this presentation, I want you to consider these 3 questions in mind. 1, do you know anyone that could benefit from this information? 2, can this information help you, your friends, and family financially? And 3, are you intrigued by this business? So, has anyone ever heard of Aegon?
No.
So let me ask you guys a question. If you're going to go to a business with any company, what is one thing you know about the company first?
I like to know how long they've been around.
How long they've been around?
I like to know what their net worth is.
The net worth? Okay. So Aegon is our parent company. They've been around since the 1800s and a company based out in the Dutch Netherlands. Now, Aegon realized that they want United States presence. So now they purchased Trans-American Financial Advisors in 1999. So I'm going to talk too fast, let me know, okay? Okay. So they purchased Trans-American Financial Advisors in 1999. Now, Trans-America is one of the largest broker dealers in the country. And what they do is take a CD workers' pension plan, life insurance, retirement plans. They're well known around New York for taking a lot of city workers, correction officers, NYPD, state and city employee as well. And they're also known for having the most female advisors. So all you ladies in the room, guess what? You have a chance to win here. And you gentlemen, you definitely got a chance, you know what I'm saying, right? So, right? So they realize they're doing to help people based on needs and not availability. So now they purchased World Financial Group. So World Financial Group is not an insurance company, it's not an investment company, it is a marketing distribution company. Now, by the raise of hand, how many of you are familiar with marketing distribution?
What?
Marketing distribution.
No.
What that man?
So marketing distribution. So, ever heard of Foot Locker?
Yes.
Awesome. So you walk inside Foot Locker, they got different variety sneakers from Pumas, Adidas, Nikes, Jordans, Chuck Taylors. But one brand of sneakers that Foot Locker does not carry is what?
The Foot Locker.
Right?
Oh wow, I never realized that.
Absolutely. So Foot Locker don't have their own product of sneakers, and that's how we operate. See, we have no product, but we represent over 150 different companies within the financial service arena. Right? So these are top 6 A-rated companies currently represent Nationwide, Prudential, Pacific Life, Voya Financial, Nationwide.
It's on your side.
Right? So ask yourself, why will all these companies that service the wealthiest people in America want to do business with World Financial Group? Because they know that we're going to go right there and help the people that need to be helped. See, we are revolutionizing this financial service industry. And we'll make our topic even more unique. We have everything within the financial service arena. Boom. We have everything within the financial service arena. So we have everything within the financial service arena, from life insurance, retirement planning, pension planning, educate people about the 401k, disability, right, and so much. And
I have the key. I have the key.
Right, and so much more. So and so much more. So they realized that a lot of people in the world actually been left behind. So think about this for a second. We all live in New York, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So you ever guys missed a bus, a train, a plane before?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. How does it make you feel, James?
It makes me feel disgusted.
Disgusting, right?
Like the subway station.
Subway, right?
It made me feel like I should have looked at the schedule.
Schedule, right? So think about it this way. You know, we live in New York. We all go to work, right? People work at a job, and people always stressed out, walking up down the street, upset, pissed off, stressed out. Maybe because of their job.
Yes.
Maybe because of relationship issue. But by the end of the day, everything revolves around money. So people realize that, listen, they're missing, something very important, financial education. This is why we're in position to educate people that need to be educated. So our main mission that nobody is being left behind at all. So there's two types of family in this role we come to find out. There's family A and the family B. Now family A, they make less than $100K a year. They have a job. Now most people believe they have a job, believe the security of a job.
Mm-hmm.
By the raise of hand, how many of you believe in job security?
Nope.
Well,
I check you.
Well, I know security.
Job security? So,
You said job security.
So, think about it this way. I don't believe in job security. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we could invest in 10 to 30 years of our life working for a company. But what happens if a company goes out of business? You lose your benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a family got to provide for it. Your spouse, your children. You got to put shoes in their feet, clothes in their back, a roof over their head, food on the table. It might take you another year just for you to find another job. And then those that have a job has a 401k, but a lot of people don't understand how 401k work, but they have it because their job's going to get a 401k.
Mm.
And then those that have 401k have term life insurance. Now, looking on the term life insurance, you get a lot, right? You
Yes.
get a lot for very little,
Mm-hmm.
but all depends on what your needs are. It's very, very inexpensive.
Mm.
And people put their money in the bank,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's interesting that we all put our money in the bank, but yet our money does not go in the bank.
Oh, wow.
And then we have people that are in debt, right? But they end up a credit card debt, and they realize that the credit card debt is about 18 to 34% compound interest. I'm going to explain to you later on. And then rent a home in New York. Now, let me ask you guys a question. By raise your hand. Let's all agree that rent in New York is pretty expensive, right?
Well, I don't rent no more.
Rent? Oh, okay. What are you doing now, sir?
Well, I got a house.
Oh, my man. I'm going to live in your house. I move in with you. Right? So, on a house. So, they have minimum tax advantages. No financial professional place where to advise them exactly where to put their money. And this is about 95% of the population. So, James, if I ask you how many people do you know in this category, how many do you know?
Well, I know a lot of people, including my family.
In your family?
Yes.
Okay. So, our main goal is to help transition family A to be part of family B. Now, some would say family B are the one that own the lives of family A. Right? They say family B are the one that control their paychecks, decide what type of car they want to drive, what type of house to live in, when and where they get to go on vacation. So they pretty much decide their life. So family B make over $250K a year. They're business owners. They understand the point of ownership. They want to own a life, not rent it. They have permanent life insurance to pass that generational wealth to the heir. So think about all the wealthy people in the world. Donald Trump, Oprah Winfrey, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, right? Now, they make over $1 million. And they don't need life insurance, but they have to go what life insurance could do for them. The living benefits, the tax advantages, and also passing generational wealth. And they own a home, right? They're debt-free. They're not debt-free as in debt-free. There's good debt as well, leveraging our money. They have diverse portfolio. Now, wealthy people in America have more than one stream of income coming in. Just like in New York. Let me tell you something. In New York, you can't have one job, right? Something might need 2 jobs or 3 jobs or 1 job in the side business. By the end of the day, we have to understand that here in New York, that a person is 1 paycheck away from living in the streets. Think about that for a second. So always diverse your portfolio, right? And they got maximum tax advantages. A financial profession in place ready to advise them exactly how to grow, protect, and save their money. And this is about 5% of the population. So, Ms. Stuckey, if I ask you how many people do you know in category B, how many do you know?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5? That's an issue, isn't it?
It's a big issue.
Mm-hmm. So our main goal is how family A can get in family B. It was that most people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. And here, what makes us so different from any other firms out there, any other organization, is that we educate people about the concepts, the laws, the principles. And one of the concepts I want to share with you is what we call the 4 financial cornerstone. So the 4 financial cornerstone breaks down, explains to you a strong financial foundation. Okay, so think about it this way, James. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Who or what is the most important asset in your life?
Well, I have to say myself.
Yourself, and why yourself?
Because if something happens to me, how am I going to pay for the things? How am I going to pay for my expenses?
Mm-hmm. Big expenses. Okay. Yeah. And let me ask you a question. Do you watch sports?
Of course.
Okay. What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Now, do you know the rules of basketball?
Yeah, of course I know the rules of basketball.
Okay. Now, can you win the game of basketball if you don't know the rules?
No, you cannot.
Right. So you can't win the money game if we don't know the rules to money. Okay? So this is what we call the rules to money. So number 1, protection. So I ask you your self-protection.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely right. So you protect yourself before you can protect anybody else. Right? So think about wealthy people. They also have money they want to protect. So wealthy people want to protect their money. Now, while the money is protected, they want to get growth in the money. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Why do people want to invest in the market?
Because they want a high rate of return.
High rate of return, right? I mean, they can make a lot of money in the market, but also
you can lose money.
You'll lose money.
Yeah.
Right? So what we do here is that we show people how to get safety on their money. In the case of the market crash, guess what? Your money is locked in 100% guaranteed safe, not to lose your principal at all. And then next is tax advantages, right? So we show people how to legally not pay any taxes and how to keep money to themselves and not to keep paying Uncle Sam all the time. So if people understand this concept over here, don't you think people add more value to my life?
Of course, right? Sure. It's already added value to my life.
Oh, awesome. So just imagine if somebody knew these concepts 5 to 10 years ago, would you think that their life be a little better?
Now, little.
A lot better?
Yes.
Absolutely. So one of the steps I want to break down to is number 1, protection. Okay. Now, protection can be different things to different people, right? And it's interesting when it comes to life insurance. There's a big misconception on life insurance. So, James, do you have life insurance?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. I should ask you, what kind of life insurance do you have, James?
Well, I have a few things to myself. I have a permanent and I have a term.
Okay. And do you understand how it works?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you gonna buy? So you got a policy, then you understand how it works.
Yeah, because at the time I just got it just to protect myself. You know, I didn't really educate the person who got it for me. Didn't really educate. You know.
Got you. Okay. You give him a charge back then.
Yeah.
Right. So
what is that, sir?
I answer your question by ending the presentation. Okay.
Okay.
So when it comes down in life insurance, it's very interesting that a lot of people get insurance to protect their house, get insurance to protect their cell phones, for their cars, get liability insurance to protect the people that they don't know at all, but cannot get insurance to protect their family, right? Can get insurance to protect their loved ones. So you realize that there's 3 main reasons why people don't have life insurance. Number 1, they don't understand it. 2, never got around to it. 3, they think it's too expensive. And 4, I hate to say, and I know it's not none of you, hopefully it's not, but maybe you just don't love your family as much as you say you do.
Wow.
Hopefully that's not true.
I love my mama.
That's what I'm talking about. I love my mama too. But it comes down to that. So there's 2 types of life insurance. There's term, okay, and there's permanent. So term is like how it's temporary, right? It's only for temporary needs. Now I mentioned before, nothing wrong with term life insurance. You get it for up to 10, up to 30 years, right? But all based on what your needs are, all based on what your temporary needs are. right? So you get it for 30 years, guess what? They might, if you got a mortgage, guess what? You might want to get a 30-year term in case something passes away. Guess what? Then you're able to pay off the mortgage and pay for the house, right? Well, have no cash value. And then you have permanent life insurance. Let me ask you, James, would you rather protect your family permanently or temporarily?
Permanently, of course.
Right? So permanent life insurance comes with different kind of categories, such as whole life insurance, whole life policies, right? Variable universal life, index universal life, and pretty much more, right? So with permanent life insurance, people don't understand that life insurance could do so much for you, right? Protect against bankruptcy, child support, liens, garnishes, malpractices, right? Also a great source for savings, retirement planning, right? Pass down money to your church, final expenses, great source of savings for your college planning for your children, and everything else seen here on the list what life insurance could do for you as well. Okay. So now we understand the point of how protection works. Let's go to compound interest. And there was a great man once said that the rule 72 is a 8-1 of the world by the name of Albert Einstein. And it's a mathematical concept that explains to you how long it would take you money to double the amount of interest rate you're getting back in return. Now, when I learned this, I will say, oh man, it makes so much sense. Now, it could be used for you or it could be used against you. So understand the compound interest. So Tracy, let's say right now that you're 29 years old. Are you 29 by the way?
Sure, look like it.
I think she's 26. Okay. So Tracy, you're 29 years old. Okay. Now, let's say you have $10,000, Tracy.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: who you bank with?
Chase.
Chase. Do you know the interest rate of Chase Bank?
I know it's like 0.020 something.
Okay.
If that much.
Okay. Let's say that Chase Bank gives you 1%.
Okay.
Okay, it's less than that, right? But they give you 1%. They put $10,000 inside Chase Bank, and you say to yourself, "I'm gonna put $10,000 inside Chase Bank. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna let it grow." Okay. Now, after 72 years, if I 72 by 1%, you get 72. Now, after 72 years, your money will double up to $20,000. By the time you reach $20,000, you'll be 101 years old. Let me ask you a question. How comfortable are you being 101 years old with $20,000?
I'll be dead.
You'd be dead, right? You still be dead with $20,000, right? Is that what you said is a good investment?
That's a bad investment,
right? But yet, this is where most people put their money in the bank. So what we do here is we educate people on how, show them how to get to 4, 6, 10, up to 15% compound interest rate on their money. Take a look at 10%. Now let's just say that Chase Bank do give you 10%, right? Which will never happen, but they do give you 10%. $10,000, same concept. 29 years old, $10,000. But you divide 72 by 10%, your money will double every 7.2 years. And by the time you reach 65, you have $320,000. Now I shouldn't have to ask you, but let me ask you guys a question. What you gotta prefer, 1% or 10%?
10%.
The 10% sounds sexy. At $320,000, I could use that.
Absolutely, so can I, right? So people ask us, well, how do I get 10 up to 15% interest rate in my money? Well, it all depends exactly how do you want your money to grow. So when it comes to growth for your money, there's options for your money. And there's 3 different ways I want to grow. Number 1, fixed. Okay? So when you look at fixed, you say you're pretty stable, right? Flat line, right? See, this is where most people put their money in. But it's dead. There's no growth. It's stable. There's no life at all. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, second is variable. So variable is like a market. Go up and down. Very, very unstable. Now, anybody been to the hospital before? See,
no.
No?
I know somebody has been to the hospital.
Okay. Well, everybody knows the EKG machine?
Yes.
You know it's going up and down, It's
yeah.
Beep, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's unstable with a heart attack. And then number 3 is index, right? So index is what the wealthy people utilize. A great man once said there's 2 rules when it comes to your money. Rule number 1, never lose your money. And rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. And that man name was Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest investors in the world, a multi-billionaire. So, index explains to you explains to you that your money just America is not in the market, but American market. It explains to you to get the upside in the market, your money goes up with it. And if the market crash, guess what? Your money locked in gains 100%. Not to lose your principal at all. It's not awesome?
That's awesome.
Right? Now, while you had your money invested in the index, people have got 401k losing their money, but guess what? Now that you're educated, you put yourself in a position to lose your money. And guess what? You get the upside of the market. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
So, if I ask you what you want, what you rather have, fixed, variable, or index?
Fixed. Oh,
Index.
index.
Index. Right. So now you understand the importance of growth in your money. Different options for growth in your money. It's also very important to understand the level of risk. Okay. So the market could be very risky. Would you agree?
Yes.
Right. So let's role play for a second. So James, let's say you have $100, and the market goes down 50%. How much you have?
50.
Awesome. Now Tracy, let's say the market go back up 50%. How much you have now?
100.
Wow.
What's it? What you say, Isa?
75.
75. Look, you 100% right. 75. Right? You see, because see, the money's not under 100, it's under the 50. And half of 50 is what?
25.
25, right? Now, the only way for you to get 100% returning your money if the market does 100%. Now, let me ask you this. When's the last time you ever heard of a market do 100%?
Never. All right, well, I could check that.
Check that, right?
Yeah.
Double check. Now, think about someone who's 64 years old. 64 years old, and they're about to retire. One more year left to retire. And have over $100,000 saved up in retirement from their job. And they spent over 30 years working at their job. But next year, you know, the market crashed like 2008 and lose over 30% in the life savings. Can you imagine the person feel?
I know
Oh,
someone.
goodness.
Like
Really?
Now,
That's
do you
hard.
think somebody have another 30 years of their life just spend back up 30% of their money?
that. No, man.
No, right? This is what people suffer from back in 2008. And this is how we have to teach people position to educate the people and make sure that they don't have to suffer no more. Now, we're not experts in the market, but we understand the level of risk. Okay? So now you understand the level of risk, and so you understand how taxes work. Let me tell you something, guys. Taxes are going to be the biggest reason why we cannot build wealth in America. Period. Now, it's interesting how taxes work. Think about it. We pay taxes when we save money. We pay taxes when we make a purchase at a store. We pay taxes when we make a sale. And the biggest tax of them all is when you pass away, because Uncle Sam knows for a fact that you're not coming back for a refund.
Yeah.
No.
So when it comes to taxes, there's 3 different ways I'm going to get taxed. Number 1, tax now. Now, tax now is like how it sounds. Tax you right now. So almost like your CDs, your checking account, your savings account, right? So anybody received like a 1099 statement from the bank before, 1099?
Yes.
Awesome. And it states that, hey, well, you earn 1%, but then they tax you on the 1% interest rate that you got,
Yes.
right? So, and pretty much you really made nothing. So that's tax now. Tax later, tax is like your 401ks, your 403bs, your mutual funds as well. So you will not get taxed now, but it's going to tax you later on during your private lifetime, right? Let me ask you a question, James.
Yeah.
Would you rather get taxed on the seed or get taxed on the harvest?
I like to get taxed on the seed
And why seed?
because Uncle Sam's going to take less tax. If he taxes me on the harvest,
Mhm.
he's going to take a good portion of what I've grown as
Yeah.
far as my crops.
Absolutely. And you're definitely not wrong about that. Well, it's funny, some people might think differently. Some people might want all their money up front. Some might choose the harvest, right? And it's interesting, so it all depends on the type of individual what you are, or who you are, and what do you want out of life, right? But absolutely you're right, you definitely gonna get taxed on the harvest, right? And then tax advantages. Now, tax advantages what the wealthy people utilize. This is one of the codes that the wealthiest people understand. So tax advantages like Roth IRAs,
Mm.
okay, certain life insurance policy with cash values, right? So if I ask you guys which one would you rather have, which one would you rather have?
Tax advantages.
Well, I have the Roth. I mean the Roth. I have the Roth IRA.
Oh, me too. Pound it. And air pound. Pound. Right? So How do we help our families?
How do you help the families?
I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, after you repeat it after I said. Okay, how do we help our families? So what we do is a financial needs analysis, and it's a financial time when we sit down with somebody and make sure to get on the right financial track.
Splendid.
So, James, let me ask you a question. Have you ever took like a long road trip before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And what the furthest you ever drove?
Furthest I ever drove was to Connecticut. I went to the ESPN's center.
Oh, okay. And curious, how you got there?
Well, GPS, obviously.
GPS? Okay. And why did you use GPS?
I use GPS because it showed me the quickest way to get into my destination.
Absolutely. Right. Now, what if you don't have a GPS? How would you get there?
Wow. It'd probably take me a week and a half.
Week and a half? What about a map?
Wow. I'm not very good with maps, but yeah, it would take me a very long time.
Mm-hmm. So we realized that most people don't have a GPS towards their retirement. Okay? So when it comes to this financial plan, there's 6 steps. Number 1 is cash flow. Now we all know how much money have coming in, but we don't know how much money going out.
Mm-hmm.
See, we became a creature of just spending money, right? We spend more money than we actually make. Okay? So cash flow. So what we do is sit down with somebody, we get the cash flow. So you try to figure out how much money that you have, right? And once you see the unnecessary items that you don't need, you get your discrete income. And then once you do that, we set up an emergency fund. Okay, realize that people do not have 3 to 6 months of emergency savings, right? Realize that people don't have liquid funds. Because emergency, we'll just come knock on your door and say, hey, you got to pay for that dryer. You got to pay for the washer. You got to pay for your tires, right? You got to pay for your kids' school, or the kids will be here, right? You got to pay for your kidneys that you're missing, right? So you realize that people have money for emergency, right? No liquid money at all. They go to the 2 deadly brothers, James and Links, Visa Masters. Right?
I was about to say, where's the money?
It goes Visa Masters, right? And this is how people end up in debt. So what we do here is that we partner with a couple companies to show people how to manage, consolidate, and eliminate debt. And then step number 4, power protection. So everybody's situation is different when it comes to protection. I asked you earlier, who would you protect the most? You say yourself.
Yes, sir.
Right? Some people might choose different otherwise, right? But it all depends on the right protection for you. So James, you probably have 20 kids. Okay, Tracy probably have 1 child. You probably own a house. You and Isa live out in the street. Listen, everybody's situation is different, right? So what we do is that you want to make sure that you get the right proper protection for you and your family. Okay. Then step number 4. After that, step number 5, build wealth. So I'll be our place of inflation, right? Reduce the amount of taxes that you keep paying, Uncle Sam, and keep the money for yourself. Can you realize that if we're not keeping up to 3 to 4% of inflation rate, guess what? We are slowly losing money. Okay. And then once you do step number 5 to build wealth, step number 6, preserve wealth. Right? So leave a legacy behind for your family. So Tracy, let me ask you a question. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind for your family? Or what is your legacy, period?
Oh, I would love to leave some money to my family, you know, so they could be comfortable, so they don't have to worry about living from paycheck to paycheck, you know.
That's an awesome legacy. What about you, Isa?
What?
What's your legacy?
My business.
The business?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People work for their own stuff.
Okay, Jane.
Well, for me, I definitely would like to have kids one day so I could leave that legacy to them. But I have to work hard and earn the Eustache name because nothing is going to be given to them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So there's no right or wrong answer. You guys have phenomenal, amazing legacy, and I love the answer. Now, Isa, let me ask you a question. Out of these 6 steps, which one do you think is more important?
Building wealth.
Building wealth. And why build wealth?
So that I can have something to pass down to my family.
Awesome. So there's no right or wrong answer. In order for you to build wealth, we need cash flow first. Right? So we need money coming in all for us to do everything else. Okay. So this is exactly how we help our family. Now, a lot of people come for different reasons, right? To support a friend, they don't know more about what we do. But there's always somebody in this room, always looking for an opportunity, right? Always looking to change their life, right? Somebody in this room right now is probably sick of the job.
Me.
Sick. Oh, awesome, man. Right? Sick of the 9-to-5 job. sick of living paycheck after paycheck, dissatisfied, not happy. So we always expanding. Okay? We always looking for those who will do something bigger and better things. And we're not looking for everybody. We're only looking for a few. But for the right person, this would be a great fit for you, right? If you're sharp, ambitious, money-driven, love to help people, guess what? This may be the place for you. So, how many of you believe that time is everything?
Yeah, I believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
After you, sir.
Oh, thank you, man. Well, timing is everything because I won the lotto one time and it was right with timing.
Oh, awesome, absolutely. You gotta give some money after that.
I don't know you, sir. How would you want my money?
I'm gonna get it later after this.
How?
AMA. Okay? So,
And I also believe you have to be in the right place to receive whatever it is.
mm-hmm.
You know, the right time is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So think about this way. Who got Facebook? Raise your hand. Who got Facebook? Awesome. The ISA. You know Mark Zuckerberg?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. You know his story?
He started off in college or something in the dorm room.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
That's all you know? Oh, okay. Right. So to leave off from there, right? You're absolutely right. So he started off in the dorm room, and he had a crazy idea for social media, right? So him and his friend, I don't know his name, Tony, right? Him and his friend Tony, that's not his real name, but I don't know his name. So he and his friend, so he told his friend about a new social media platform. And his friend told his father said, listen, boy, you're crazy. Don't talk to him no more. Move out. Stupid, right?
Yeah.
But now look at him now. He missed out on an opportunity. Okay? Now just imagine the timing was perfect.
Right.
Now he's a multi-millionaire and his friend working at McDonald's as a janitor.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
He didn't receive it.
You didn't
That's
receive
what I
it.
was talking about, receiving the right time.
Receive it right
I
time,
don't care
right?
about that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that movie
I
again.
know, right?
See, there's an acronym, and we realize that there's a reason why people are poor. Okay? And poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Ooh, brother.
So
Woo!
we realize that people pass over the opportunity because of what? Fear, doubt, worry. But time is always on your side. But the question is, when is your time? So, in 1946, 78 million babies were being born. After World War II, the husband got home, they got busy with their wives, and a massive amount of infants started popping out, right? A lot of babies are being born. Now think about this for a second, right? I got afraid of problem. So think about this for a second. She said that on her. Yeah. So sit up. So think about this for a second. Now 78 million babies being born in 1946, and you're business-minded, entrepreneur-minded. What would you think would be the best business to go into?
Anything in regards to that it pertains to babies.
Diapers.
Diapers,
Right.
food, clothes.
Dewey.
Dewey.
Dewey, what's that?
Absolutely. Right. So, baby food. So at the time, Gerber was about to go out of business. When they realized the huge epidemic of babies being born, guess what? They stayed in business creating baby food.
Mm-hmm.
And now guess what? Gerber is still around as the largest financial firms in the world.
Financial firm.
Yeah, they're also a financial firm too. They do more than baby food. So
They got baby
I got
insurance.
Oh, yes.
yes. Right? So baby food.
Right.
Now the children got older, guess what? They wanted toys. So Martell. Right? So the Martell industry started booming, right? They start coming out with the G.I. Joe, the Bobby Joe, the Tutu Trains, right? The Tennos.
I'm not saying nothing.
Nothing. Right? The Tutu Train came out. Right? So they got all this stuff playing with toys. Fast food. So they got older. They had no time to eat home cooked food at home no more. They're always in a rush. They always gotta go, and that's where the McDonald's industry, the food chain industry started booming. The McDonald's, the Burger King, right? They're always in a rush. They always gotta go eat some fast food.
Mm-hmm.
They got older. They wanted cars, So they want cars to drive home, go to school, hang out with their friends, go on dates, the case may be, right? And the Ford Mustang start becoming a big boom. And then now everybody start going to real estate. So they want to invest. They want to buy properties. They want to own houses. They want to flip it. They want to own it. So the real estate industry at the time was massive. But now it comes down to the point where everybody's getting ready to retire. So retirement. So now people retiring, people need somewhere where to put their money. It's very interesting that a lot of people don't understand that we're in the number one high-paying industry in the world, a $1.2 trillion industry, and people is retiring, need somewhere to put their money. And realize this is going to be a huge generational wealth transfer in the world, right? James, let me ask you a question. Would you want to 1%, at least 1% of that generational wealth?
Of course.
Absolutely, right? So we realize that in this industry that we're in right now is that we are lacking financial advisors. But guess what? Here in our firm, we're actually financial educators, financial coaches. Okay, so we lack about 1/3 of financial advisors. That's equivalent to over 200,000 financial coaches. And now we always training, developing, and we always expanding, looking for those that want to help our mission to make sure that nobody being left behind and helping the 95% be part of 5%. So now I want to explain to you on our business platform and exactly how we operate in our firm. So this is our unique business platform. So no financial experience services, no financial experience services needed. Okay. So this is how we all go to school, get a job. This is how you all go to school, pay $1,000 for classes that we do not need. The same way we get educated in school, we can educate you here. So we could teach you life insurance, retirement plan, 401ks, pension plan, but you can't teach somebody how to love. You can't teach them how to care. You can't teach them emotions, compassion. You can't teach them love at all. Sorry. Okay. Now, test out the opportunity.
That about.
Listen, I always tell people, have a full-time job. Okay? Have a full-time job and try it out part-time. Test drive it. Right? What do you got to lose? Absolutely nothing. Okay? Part-time. Have a full-time job, have a business part-time. And once you exceed the amount of income that you're making here, guess what? You could leave your job and you could double your income as well. Turn your monthly income, turn your annual income into your monthly income. Would that be awesome?
Yes.
Unlimited income potential. Tracy, let me ask you a question. How much money do you think you're worth right now, Tracy?
Oh my goodness, there is no amount. It's like millions, trillions. Yes.
How about there's no price on how much you're worth? How about that?
No price.
No price, right?
But if I had to put a price on it, I'd put $1 trillion.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, James, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How do you feel about somebody dictating your lifestyle?
Well, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Nope.
Is somebody dictating your lifestyle right now?
No.
No? At all?
Well, yeah. Well, in a way, yes, you're right. Because I do have a job, and they tell me when I have to wake up, when not to take vacation, and so forth.
Absolutely. But you need to change that, right?
Yes, I can.
I was thinking the same thing.
Right. Okay. Great leadership and mentorship program. I love the leadership here. Right. I'm being trained by multi-millionaires. People training me to help me become multi-millionaire myself. Okay. Great mentorship here. Straight on your side. So we go over 150 different companies in the financial service arena. Prudential, Pacific Life, Nationwide, Void Financial. All these companies trust us. Okay. They did the research on us, so they know that we're going to help the people that need to be helped. So we're not pro-America at all. So don't bring it up, right? So we're going to help the people that need to be helped. Okay? Help the people be helped. So power of choice. So we give the clients the power of choice whatever company they want, right? No string attached. Business expansion. So the opportunity for you to actually open up your own business and expand in different states or even countries, right? Equal opportunity for all. So one thing I love about our organization, especially here in this office, is equal opportunity for all. Everybody can win here. Doesn't matter how long you've been here for, you can always do better than the person who's been here for 5 years or 10 years, but all depends on the top person you are. So everybody got the equal opportunity to win. That diverse field force. Now, many of you walk through the office, you got a mason door by Tracy, and she's explained to you, about Fredo Barber story, one unions, Lawyer Mansart, right? Fredo's Jewish, Lawyer from Africa. Victor Zayas is Puerto Rican. One unit is Dominican. One unit is Dominican Republic, right? So it's extremely diversified here. It's not 100% Caucasian, 50% Asian. Extremely diverse. That's what I love about it. Different cultures, right? Company financial needs analysis. So, like most companies will charge over $500 to $1,000 to do my financial plan. We do it for free, no charge at all.
Free?
$3.99, complimentary. Okay. World-class recognition events. I love going on trips.
Me too.
I love awards. I love being recognized for my hard work. You go to a job, they don't recognize you. They recognize you for the bad things that you do, not the great things. A technology business tool. So business tools for you to help you run your business phenomenally. So now you understand the business model. I want to explain to you a compensation plan and exactly how we get paid. So we get paid 70 different ways here. 70 different ways. Tuesday and Friday. And repeat myself. Tuesday and Friday. 8 to 9 times a month. Now, I work at a job before, and I know any job to pay you twice a week. Do you guys know any job to pay you twice a week?
This one.
Yes.
Is it this one?
It's not a job. No. Right? but here, they pay 8 to 9 times a week. Right? So, due to time's sake, we get paid 30 different ways, but I'm going to explain to you 5 ways you get paid. So, number 1, personal income. So, one about the industry is that you don't have to recruit nobody. You don't have to recruit. You can make 6 figures income just by helping families, being a personal producer. Okay? So let's just say they have 4 families. Now, Isa, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that an average family could save at least $7 a day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Some of them.
Some of them? That's equivalent to about $200 a month, right? So let's just say, Isa, that you have 4 families. 4 families save $200 a month. The company compensates you $4,000 in a month. But wait, instead of helping 4 families in a month, what if you help 4 families in 1 week? The company compensates you $4,000 in a week, potentially. Let me ask you a question. How much of the extra $4,000 on a part-time basis in 1 week will do for you?
It will help me out, but I need more.
Need more, right? Oh, there's more coming to you, baby. There's more coming to you, right? So, agency income. Now, let's say that you're somebody that you want to recruit and you want to build your own financial agency. Okay? Now you're in a position to train and develop other people to do the same exact thing that you do. Now, James, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in a managerial position before?
Yes, I have.
Awesome. How was it?
Well, stressful, tiring. The pay is not enough.
Okay. And how many people did you manage?
I managed about 6 to 7 people.
Okay, 6 to 7 people.
Yeah, when I was working at Home Depot at the time.
Okay, I worked there too. All right, come on the comment. And did they pay you extra?
No, they did not. Just the only thing they paid me was extra headaches.
Well, guess what? Here, you don't have to manage nobody. You just have to train and develop them. One thing I love about a firm is that we had to promote people here. And guess what? When they do well, guess what? You do phenomenally well as well, right? So this is a win-win business. You cannot lose here. So let's just say that you train, develop 5 people. You help 5 people get promoted, James. Guess what? The company will compensate you $16,000 a month for override every time the people within your team help a family. How awesome is that?
That's awesome.
Now, let's say I see a market director, okay? You get promoted, and let's say you have the same 4 families, say $200 a month, but they got a high contract level. As senior market director, instead of $4,000, you make $7,000 in that month. But instead of helping 4 families in that month, or if you help 4 families in that week, guess what? You get $7,000 in that week. Let me ask you a question, James. How happy will you be with $7,000 a week cash in your pocket?
I'll be very happy. I could take I could buy a new car. I could take a few trips and put money in different accounts.
Absolutely. And this is you being a person producer helping families, and this is people that you train, develop, and helping a lot of families around the world, and you're gonna make up to a potential over $300,000 in annual income. How awesome is that?
Awesome.
Awesome, right? Number 3, expansion income. Now you have the opportunity to actually go out there and expand your business worldwide. Okay, so Tracy, let me ask you a question. You got any cousins out of state? Any relative that you know?
Yes.
Okay, give me a name.
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Okay, and where she live?
She's in North Carolina. She's in Charlotte.
In Charlotte. Okay.
You'll meet her at Wealth Bowl.
Oh, okay. So let's just say Charlotte in North Carolina, and she's very unsatisfied right now in her situation, right? And she sees somebody like you doing phenomenal things. She said, you know what, Tracy, I want to know what you're doing, right? So you, for your cousin and somebody out there in North Charlotte, Carolina, to train your cousin, and the person give your cousin an opportunity. So every time your cousin out there help a family, guess what? The company compensates you for that because you gave your cousin the opportunity. How awesome is that?
Awesome.
Right? Now think about it this way. We've been referring people to services all our lives. All right, so let me ask you a question. Have you ever referred somebody to a service before? Or to a restaurant?
Yes.
Okay, give me an example.
To get their hair done.
Okay. Now, did the hairdresser pay you extra money?
No.
No? But how awesome would it be if you refer somebody and go do the hair to that hairdresser compensates you money? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Right.
Right?
Give me discounts on my own hair.
Give me a discount? Oh, okay. Someone else. Right? But here in this organization, guess what? We compensate you for referral money. Nicely. Phenomenally. Awesomely. That's a word, right? But incredibly. So, that's expansion income. Okay? Bonus income. Now, this is where you meet and beat company standards. We have extra money coming in, bonus pools, right? More money. There's more money, top of more money, right? This is where you meet your the greatest earning potential. And then 5, recurring income. Now, by the raise of hand, how many of you are familiar with recurring income? Okay, Tracy, give me an example.
Okay, let's say, for instance, Aretha Franklin. She was a singer. She made a lot of music. So every time some of her music is played on the radio, she gets, her estate gets recurring income.
Absolutely, right? So residual income. This is what we call it here. We call residual passive income. So every time you help a family, guess what? You get compensated for it. So let's say, for example, that I help a family today, October 26th or 2018. Guess what? I get compensated again from the same family, October 26th of 2019. And my income will grow as I get older. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
Awesome. Beautiful. Right. And this is the average of what the top people within our organization make annually. I've seen a market director, he said 8,000, and the highest about over almost up to 600,000 as a senior market director. And this is potential. Okay, but this is based on your effort and the hard work that you put in. So not everybody gonna get the same results, to be honest with you guys, right? And it's keeping it real, keep it 100. You heard? All right. Okay. And we really big and huge in recognition. Okay. So one thing I love about an organization I mentioned earlier is that they will recognize you for your hard work. So we go to Las Vegas every year. We go to Hawaii, okay, Panama, Costa Rica. Costa Rica? Is it Costa Rica?
Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica?
Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. Right. So you go to Costa Rica twice a year. All expense paid. Pay for your hotel, pay for your flight, pay for your food,
even Costa
give you
Rica?
money. Yes, even Costa Rica. Give you money to spend. Spend the money for you doing phenomenally well. Isn't that awesome? How many of you love a free trip for helping people?
I would love that.
Absolutely. I'll take it.
And this here is Fredo Barber. I explained to you earlier, Fredo Barber at the age of 20 started his business, and right now she's 34 years old. She generates over $1 million a year, and now she's going to train, develop us to do the same exact thing that she did. Okay. Up there's Victor Zayas. Right there's Muhammad Markar, one of my personal mentors, who trained, developed me as well. And there's everybody in Las Vegas, and everybody out there in the Wall Street office as well. So we always expanding, right? We looking to open up at least about 3 offices within New York. Now, some of you might not be a good fit. I don't know, depending on how the interview go. But if there's an interview process for you guys, I want to wish you luck. Like I said, we always expanding our offices and looking for those that want to expand and do bigger, better things for their lives. So, I asked you earlier 3 questions. Do you know anyone that could benefit from this information? Can this information help you, your friends, and family financially? And are you potentially intrigued by this business? Now, we have full-time and part-time career available. Like I say, go have a full-time job, but also have a part-time income, right? Or you could transition full-time as well. It's really up to you what your desires are. Okay? We also offer a free complimentary financial needs analysis where you can see where you're financially at. And if you enjoy our services, guess what? Then we will potentially move forward, put you in a better place. Now, there is a catch. And the catch is, if you see the value in what we do, then you could give us about 2 or 3 referrals of the people that you love and care about the most. Because think about it. Did you find this information pretty powerful?
Yes, I do.
So I want you to be selfish, keep it to yourself and not share with nobody. Okay. So I want you guys to thank you for your time. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll give you some paper for you to fill out.
You passing me this, sir?
Oh, that's a survey. Anybody get one?
That was good, but it was kind of long, brother.
Yeah, I know. What how long is it?
Well, it's almost an hour, bro.
An hour?
Yeah, it's 15 minutes.
What is it?
10 minutes.
15. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. 15 minutes.
No, it's not. It's supposed to be 40 minutes, dude.